All right, let's see if we can get this going. There we go. Income from services. David here. Happy 2025. Today's January 1st, Wednesday. Of course, the markets are closed. Trying to demonstrate so far everything I've done has been when the market's been closed. In case you're a busy professional, you want to join my challenge, get yourself a Play Money account. Started off with $100,000. I have turned that into $97,773.69 now. So the naysayers would say, oh, he's already lost $433. Well, give it some time. I've executed, it depends on how you count, but I'm dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks currently. I've got a couple of more on my watch list: NVIDIA, Supermicro, Computer, Google, and maybe IONQ. But I've got Rigetti Computing. That's a quantum computing company, so I've got a little bit of exposure to that. But let's look at what we've done so far, right? We've done 2 cash secured puts on AMD. What a cash secured put is, you see this right here, January 31st. There's 30 days left till January 31st, 2025. I've agreed to buy 200 shares at $120. AMD is currently trading at $120.39. So if this said 0, if today was the Friday of January 31st, I would not have had to buy it. I would have just kept this, what they call premium, which in this case, AMD's premium was $560 times 2 because I did 2 of them. So that's $1,120 in the bank, right? Now this is a unrealized situation right here, right? Put means that if this price goes down, this mark will go up. But as time ticks off, the theta, okay, will cause this number to shrink. Eventually, and this will be 0, right? So only one of 3 things can happen. On January 3rd, of course, I guess more could happen, but I'm not going to touch this trade until these 30 days run out. I picked the 30 days, so I was in total control of that. I picked the $120 strike price. I was in total control of that. I picked it partially because of the juicy premium it paid, $560, and also I didn't think that AMD would go much below, if at all, $120, and it's almost there. So we can look at the charts at AMD, and we can see that, yeah, in the last, 20 days, it did go below 120 for just a brief period of time. So here's 120, so it was below right in here, right, for just a brief period of time. I don't think it's going to go back there, but if it does, I'm okay with being forced to buy 200 shares. I've agreed to it. And if I do, then I'll just turn around. Instead of doing a $125 call, I did one of them, also for 30 days, and I got paid $665 in premium, right? And as time goes by, the mark will get lower also. So if the stock price goes down, this goes down. If the stock price goes up, this goes up. But it's an unrealized number, and it will go away at the 30-day mark, right? It's just there so you can see, if you were to redo that trade, what you would have got. So made 130 on that portion of it, lost 135 on that, and then because of the drop in price from what I paid for my 100 shares, I've got an unrealized loss of 341 right there, for a total of 346 when you add them all up. That will absolutely change, but this trade doesn't need to be managed anymore. I'm just trying to show you for illustration purposes, because I 100% believe if you can make money with play money, you got a great chance of making money with real money. But if you lose money with play money, you will in fact totally and most assuredly lose real money if you were to trade the same way with real money, right? These are simulated trades. It says right there. The main difference is if you make a profit with play money, you are unable to withdraw it and spend it, as my wife has pointed out to me many times. So, but it will give you confidence and it will help you learn. And that's why we're using it. And I've made a challenge to turn this, well, now 97,773 into more than 200,000 in 2025. Hopefully, let's just say before August. I think I can do it before that, but we'll see. I'm pretty excited with the political landscape currently. let's just add up. So I've been doing this since started Sunday, but nothing executed until Monday. And then that's where I did the purchase, right? Because you can't do a covered call unless you actually own the shares. So on Monday, I made this purchase and I did the cash secured puts. On Tuesday, which was yesterday, I did the covered calls. Every stock pretty much has a similar deal. I bought 100. I did 2 cash secured puts and 1 covered call. I think the only deviation from that is Tesla, where I must have got in a hurry and made a mistake or something, but you can see everything is 100 minus 2 minus 1, 100 minus 2 minus 1, 100 minus 2 minus 1, and so on. Even with Rigetti, I did the same thing. So I'm very, very consistent, except for I chose a different strike price here for, and you know what, I may have done something incorrect here. Let's see, because I only had 100 shares, but I did 2 calls. So yeah, I've done something incorrect here, but seems to be working out in my favor so far. And then Tesla, I also made a mistake on Tesla. I bought 200 shares instead of 100. I did 1 cash secured put, but I was able to do 2 covered calls. So if we add up all these trade prices, not this one, but these premiums, this is how much this account is going to gain this month. I mean, it's guaranteed, right? The only thing that's not guaranteed is this top part. For example, I paid an average price of $419.13 for the 200 shares of Tesla that are in this account, but it's only trading at the end of trading yesterday at $401.92. So that's a loss of $3,442. Now, a lot of people will be like, holy crap, you lost $3,442 in 2 days. That's no good. But let's add up these other things here. Let's add up these premiums and see. Now, I've got a calculator here. Let me see where, okay, it's going to come up right here. So what you do is you would say that, I know it says $3,420, but that's actually $3,420, right? So I'm going to go $3,420 plus, I get 2 of these, 4,030, 4030 plus 4030 equals. So this trade is made 11,480 minus the 3,442. So 11,480 minus, let's see if I can do this, minus 3442. Let's see if it'll work. 3442 equals. So I'm still positive $8,000 for the month. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to make that big. That is if, well, can't seem to move it. Of course, it doesn't want me to move it. Nope. Well, I made it disappear at least. That's if Tesla doesn't go back up. But if you know anything about Tesla, you don't want to mess with that bad boy. I mean, that sucker can move. It was 348, went up to 488. Now it's down to, well, it says 403, but I think if I change that to 1 day, it'll be 401. No, must have jumped up after hours. So it's already more than that 401.20 when the market closed. But I'll tell you, let's just watch it, right? Let's watch it and learn. Everything on here expires in 30 days. I can turn my computer off. Don't even need to turn it back on until really Friday after close, or Saturday if I was busy, or Sunday, or even Monday morning, which would be what, February, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd, to see where these trades end up, right? All this is money in the bank. And then the only thing left is to wait and see, is AMD going to be above or below 120 or above and below 125? I've got it surrounded. I'll make money if it goes up a little bit. I'll make money if it goes down a little bit. Because if it does go down below, let's say it goes down to 119, right? I'll then own 300 shares, right? And my average price will probably be about 121, 122. So if that's the case, I'll just do 3 covered calls, and I should make at least $400 or $500. That's another $1,500 in another month. Is AMD going to go out of business? I hope not. I don't think so. What about Chipotle? How long they've been in business? Are they going to go out of business? Same thing, right? I'll either own 300 shares, or I'll own 100 shares, or I'll own no shares. It just depends on if Chipotle is below 59 or above 60 or somewhere in between in 30 days, right? I'm getting paid for waiting. This is the time that I'm getting paid for. Every day I'll make a few dollars, right? Some more than others. The premiums are a little more juicy. Now, First Solar, look, it's moved like Tesla, right? I paid 180, 136 for it. It's trading at 176.24. Will it stay there? Absolutely not. It's either going to go down some more, it's going to stay in that range right there, or it's going to go above. If it's below 175, which it's not right now, but if it is, I'm going to buy 200 more shares. See, I've agreed to it. If it's above 185, I'm not going to buy 200 shares. In fact, they're going to buy my 100 shares that I already have back from me, and they're going to pay me 185 a piece for them. I only paid 181. That's a win-win right there. Plus, I get to keep this money. I've got 3 of these, right? Add that up. 3 times 7. That's 2,100, and it's probably 2,200 and some dollars in a month, right? Just for making this trade. Now, you got to have money to make money, right? I used most of that $100,000. I've got 16,000 left to deploy, but I'm going to sit tight. We're just going to watch these numbers go down. Tomorrow it'll say 29, 28, 27, and so forth. And these will change a little bit. It depends on what the stock does, right? Let me go back to, let me put these back where they go. But if you know what? I need to add all this up. Let me try my calculator, see if I can get it in the right place. Nope, I can't. Let me try to move it over just a little bit because I really want you guys to see this. There we go. All right. So I'm trying to add up these numbers right here, right? So we got, maybe I can do it better if I push my buttons. 560, right? Plus 560 because there's 2 of them, and then 665 because there's 1. And then we'll go to, there's 124 plus 124, and then 1 of them at 207 plus. All right, and then 2 at 725, so 725 plus, 725 plus, and 1 at 785 plus. All right, starting to see it add up a little bit, right? All right, we got 153 plus 153 plus 188. That's from Chipotle, or I'm sorry, that's from Mara. From Palantir, we got 465 twice and 575 once. All right, and then we got Rigetti, so we got 365 plus 365, and then we got 435 plus 410. Then the big dog here, we got 3,420 plus, and then I got 4,030. 4,030 plus 4,030 plus. Okay, so this account made $19,529 in premium in 30 days. That's guaranteed, right? This money is guaranteed, okay? That in 30 days, that'll be what will happen. Now, it'll either be a little bit more than that or a little bit less, depending on what the stock does. If Tesla continues to fall, this number will be less. But this offsets any downward momentum or trend in any of these stocks. Now, if they climb, then this number will be greater. Could easily make $20,000 from a $100,000 investment, or really only, $84,000 because I didn't spend it all. There's a little bit there for slush and whatnot. But that's pretty impressive, I think, right? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? One of these stocks could go out of business, have terrible news, and fall down, 80%. Yeah, that would be tough. But all of these are pretty good companies, right? A little bit worried about Mara. It's volatile with Bitcoin, and Tesla's very volatile. But AMD, Chipotle, First Solar's a little more volatile. Palantir, Rigetti, those rascals. Those are pretty solid stocks, right? And I'm pretty spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different stocks. $19,529. If this was real money, I'd be having a pretty good month. I think I could live on 19 grand a month. Probably, probably make it all right. Anyway, I think I might be getting close to running out of time. Thank you for listening. Ask you that you would like and subscribe to my channel. And I challenge you to get a Play Money account and do your own trades. Copy mine if you want. Learn this strategy. It will serve you well later in your investing life. The only other thing I got would be to remind you I'm not an investment advisor. I'm just a guy who I want to retire, and this is how I believe I'm going to do it. I don't need other people. It's not like a multi-level marketing thing.